If you're looking for a handstand tutorial, let's skip straight to the flashy stuff.
I regret to inform you, but this isn't it. Today we're going to be breaking it down from the basics to make sure your body has the strength and control it needs to send its first handstand. Let's get to it. All right, first things first, we want to master
The straight arm plank. So basically just the top of the push-up position. You want to keep your shoulders protruded out, right? So you're activating the scapulas and protruding outwards. And then you want to keep your core squeezed. You want to be able to hold this very comfortably because this is going to be the basis and foundation for the next steps.
Once you have good plank hold,
you want to start building that push-up foundation, right? So we could have solid push-ups. And once push-ups are feeling good, we could start working up to pike push-ups, where you basically work on that same overhead pressing strength while keeping your elbows tucked in. This is going to be a huge next step towards working up towards your handstand push-ups and then just building the overall shoulder strength you need for your handstand. All right, so our planks and pike push-ups are both feeling really good now. So now the next step is going to be elevating our feet. Basically just prop our feet up and hold that plank as we were before. Once this is feeling good, we can start bringing our hands a little closer and start doing those pike push-ups.
So now that our planks and our pike push-ups are feeling fantastic, even elevated, we're going to take it not to the window, but to the wall.
So check it out. We're going to prop up in a push-up against the wall, and then you're going to just press your feet up against the wall and start building that tension right here, getting used to feeling what it feels like to have your feet a little bit higher. This is going to feel like the elevated one did, but now we're going to start walking it up a little bit higher. You don't have to go all the way just yet, but just start pressing your way a little bit closer to the wall.
So if you're reaching the point where you could comfortably kick up against the wall
and then hold this tied up against the wall for at least 30 seconds, then I think it's time
to move on to the next progression. Once those are feeling good, we're able to work on the next progression, which is kicking up against the wall. So when you're kicking up against the wall, you don't want to put your hands directly against the wall. You want to have at least a couple inches so we can be able to have a little bit of extra wiggle room if needed. So now we're going to put our hands down right here,
go onto one foot, and then kick with the other so you can rest against the wall. And then you can practice that a couple different times and then use the wall as needed.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you made it this far, that means you're building some really good shoulder and core strength, which is going to be essential for the next step, which is setting your first freestanding handstand. That's going to be a whole video of its own, but in the meantime, train safe, have fun. I'll see you in the next one.